welcome everybody. I hope everybody's doing good today. Y'all, it is so hot outside. Oh my goodness. It'll take your breath away. Well, anywho, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing good, good, good. Y'all, can you see the heat? It's hazy in here. Hazy, hazy, hazy. I just came in from outside. Picked me some eggplant. They're tiny, but Kenneth got some. What'd you get, baby? Bell pepper?
Bell pepper, a couple of tomatoes, and a couple of hot peppers.
A couple of hot peppers, a couple of green tomatoes, and
The house on it.
yeah, got
You
it.
got it?
Hold on, you guys. Hello? 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 Hey. Yeah. Not yet. Well, I hadn't really thought about it. We do have some barbecue pulled pork that was smoked in the refrigerator. That's up to you, baby. You want to talk to him? Yeah, hold on a minute, baby. Hold on. I'll go take the phone to him, okay? Here, baby, it's Michael. Let me just talk to you for a minute.
Hey, babe.
Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry.
We'll play, baby. It's too hot for you to get out of food in there.
Okay. Woo. I'm back. Had to answer the phone. It was my son. Anywho, y'all, I got a package today through the mail. Somebody sent me a goodie. So we're going to see what it is together. Snip, snip. I got to be careful. I don't want to snip my fingers off. I wonder what it is. Y'all. Ooh. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Booyah. Y'all, I have been wanting one of these. It was on my long list of things to get for our business. And I've been getting what I can get as I can afford to get it, going down my list. And I hadn't got down to this. Yeah. But I was working on it, y'all. I was working on it. I was trying to make do with, you do what you got to do, make do with what you have, till you can get what you would like to get. But, y'all, let me see. A gift for you. Hope this helps you with cleaning your jewelry. It has been a time saver. Y'all, the person who sent this to me has a lovely channel. Okay. And she gifted me with something. She'd asked me a couple of weeks ago, did I have this particular item? And I was like, no. They're kind of, pricey. So they're on my list, though. Hannah's Heirlooms, you guys. Y'all, that girl is a sweetheart. And if you have not went to her channel, y'all, go over there and subscribe to her channel because she has been redoing jewelry for a while, and I have watched her redo some jewelry on her channel, and I'm like, man, that's amazing. And y'all, remember that bracelet the other night that I was like, man, they trick people. That's not real turquoise. And then I got to look and I'm like, no, but that is real turquoise. And I was fussing because it was like, I thought there was dirt up underneath it. And like they tried to make people think that it was a big chunk of turquoise. So they put sand underneath it. She let me know that's a technique they use. So don't I feel silly? I was like, thank you for sharing your knowledge with me. Teresa Buchanan, hey honey, how are you? Girl, I appreciate you being here listening, honey. Girl, I just got me a little goodie sent through the mail from Hannah. Y'all, look at that. Ain't that so pretty? I'm so excited. I'm wondering, is it the one you need to use distilled water with? I'm gonna have to read the directions. Let's open it up, y'all. Ain't that so sweet of her, though? I was like, oh. The company's got a little thank you card. It says, welcome to review and share your shopping experience, which can better help other buyers learn about our products. Ooh. Knupfy Ultrasonic Cleaner User Manual. Y'all, it's got a polishing cloth with it. Ooh la la. Hey, hit gal. What you mean, how did I learn all this? Girl, I'm just learning. I am just learning. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing compared to some of these other channels that's got their jewelry stuff. I'm like a little person on the bottom of the totem pole. Y'all, it's got a little baggie with it. Ooh la la. And it's got some little tweezer thingamabobbers. I'm learning. Hit gal, I'm learning. The only experience that I really have is helping a lady a couple of ladies who did native jewelry and another lady who, just did all kinds of jewelry. But I was just like a little helper. So I learned a little bit of stuff from them, like simple stuff like how to restring like a broken necklace or bracelet, how to polish rings, gluing in certain stones and making sure you don't use too much glue or you use the right glue and things like that. I never did anything really intricate. I always helped because one of the ladies had her eyesight was failing, so I helped her. But I'm just learning this stuff. I'm not, no expert. Way below the totem pole, way at the bottom. on this stuff. So I'm just learning. But y'all look at this. Ooh. And you put your jewelry in there. Okay. This is the power cord, I'm assuming. Okay. Oh, y'all, this is fancy schmancy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, it's got a little cord. A little AC adapter cord. Okay, let's look at our user manual. This is so important. Okay. It says open the lid, fill the stainless steel tank with water or cleaning solution. Now, I'm just going to be safe and use distilled water. Now, I don't have any water to. Girl. Thank you. Hello, all four. Hannah, it does. Now, let me ask you something. Do you put distilled water in yours, or do you use a particular cleaning solution in yours? Or does it depend on what you're cleaning? Because the one that I was looking at online said to use distilled water in it. So I'm just wondering what you would recommend. Y'all, it looks very simple to use. It says open the lid, fill the stainless steel tank with water or cleaning solution. Runaway God, you have a good sleep, honey. Thank you for coming. Okay. All right, Hannah, let me write. I know I can probably remember that, but I'm going to write it down. So, filtered water, water, vinegar, and down for grubby. Okay. Yeah, all four exactly right. You just eyeball it? Okay. Well, I got what you said wrote down. And I've been using the distilled vinegar and a little bit of Dawn and just soaking stuff, and some of it comes all right clean, but using a toothbrush down in a lot of the grooves, you still can't get down, but so deep. I have rusty water, so I have a water softener, but when you use a water softener, you have a little bit of salt particle left over. So that's why I wouldn't want to use my well water, you know. Um, and I don't have a distiller anymore, so I'll just go buy me a thing of distilled water, you know. Okay, then it says put the items in the tank, close the lid, and plug in power. Touch the timer button to adjust the cleaning time. Touch the on off button To start or pause the ultrasonic cleaning, press and hold for 2 seconds to turn off the machine. Ooh, very specific directions. I like that. Thank you, Hannah. Y'all, like I said, if you haven't went and subscribed to Hannah, go check out her channel. You can learn all kinds of goody stuff from there, because I sure am. If I question something, I'm going to be like, let me go check out Hannah first. Just say, ooh la la. Yeah. I'm so excited. It's like having a new toy when you're a kid. Ooh la la. Girl, yeah. I'm going to go get me a gallon of distilled water, and I'm going to get busy. Busy, busy, busy. I can't believe it, y'all. Look at that, y'all. And I can put it right back in the box. Ooh. So thoughtful. And I thought I was going to be waiting for a good little while to be able to get this. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah, all four. That's exactly right. Yeah, I hope she does prosper. You know, God's already been blessing her. You know, I look at it as she shared a blessing with me. You know, that's sweet. Very, very, very sweet. That's one of the prettiest Amazon packages I've ever seen before, y'all. Hannah, thank you. Okay, y'all. I'm going to hush before I start getting all teary-eyed. Okay. Oh, it's hot in here. Y'all, I want to go over important tools that you should try to start collecting if you decide you want to. God is good. That's right. God is very good. If you want to get into jewelry making, or like making fishing tackle, or if you just want to repair your jewelry, you don't want to have to depend on running to a jewelry store to repair something that, like a broken bead necklace or whatever, and you want to restrand your stuff, or like I said, you want to make jewelry, just simple jewelry. You need to get you a couple tools. Now, hubby got me something that most people would look at it and be like, really, what you need that for? And well, I told him I wanted one, and he got it for me. He got it down in South Carolina at a flea market. Y'all see that? That's a vise. When I was making a copper bracelet, working on it, Y'all, I was out at the trailer outside trying to hold it with a C-clamp, and it was difficult. And I said, I need to get me, I need to save and get me one of these. And baby, what did we pay for this? $5?
Yeah.
Y'all, go look online and see how much one of these is. This is one that's a 25-pound one. And at 25 pounds? Yeah, it's 25 pounds. Ooh la la, they're expensive. Well, he got this for $5 at a flea market down in Florence, South Carolina. On, I don't know if do they have it Fridays, baby?
Yeah.
It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that they're open in Florence, South Carolina. So that's where we got this from. On my shorts, there you'll see where I got it from. It's the one that has all of the very antique, like the antique trains and washboards and wooden trains and all that stuff. And there's a blue Ford that's in it, a blue Ford truck. But yeah, y'all, that was a good deal. $5. Then I showed y'all this before, but I'm going to show you again. This anvil that my pastor got for us. Okay? It's nice. And I've already put some dents in the top of it, unfortunately, but an anvil. So you need a vise, a good vise, a good sturdy vise that you can clamp to a table, sit on a table, bolt down to a table or workbench. A good anvil. Okay? And the next thing I found out that I needed to get, hey Billy, how are you doing? Is one of these. It helps you hold everything. It's got a magnifying glass on it. Because y'all know I'm blind as a bat. I can't hardly see nothing. Yeah, it sure is cool. Mm-hmm. Did you see the vise Kenneth got me for $5, Billy? This one right here. It's a Samson 5207. It's old school, buddy. He paid $5 for this. Oh. Yeah, I was happy about that. And the next thing is it's that flea market is big, Hannah. There's so many. Have you been to that one? Because if you've been to it, I'll just hush. Because, But I was amazed. Kenna took me there. We went a couple of years ago when he was working down in Georgia at a nuclear plant. No, it wasn't. Was it?
Somewhere in Georgia.
It was somewhere in Georgia. But anyway, well, girl, it's big. Ginormous. And it's called the Florence Flea Market. That's the name of it. It's got hundreds, I mean hundreds of vendors and multiple buildings. You even got people outdoors, indoors. You got stations where they cook stuff. Um, there was one station that me and Kenneth went and sat at. We didn't get anything, but they were making homemade ice cream from local blueberries, strawberries, and peaches. And smoothies. I didn't get any, but yeah. And they were, I think, $3 for a little thing like that, which for at places like that, that's actually not a bad price. Just saying. And their ices were $3, which is like I think it was a 16-ounce cup. So that's not that bad. Now, the next thing is a ring mandrel with your sizes on it. And one, I've got one that's to help me shape, the rings. So that one's a sizer, and the other is for shaping rings. Okay. Now, of course, you need scissors. My preacher's wife got me these the other day. I showed those to y'all. But I had scissors. She was just laughing at me because I was using these little inky dinky scissors because I didn't want to ruin my my good scissors. And then I found my old ones. So there was a pair, but I don't know where the pair is to that one. But anyway, this one's a Westcott. Oh, and that's a titanium Westcott. Yeah, that was my other good pair. But I did find those. Now, I got me a little magnifier. Oh, really? Okay, Hannah. I got me a magnifier. We got a little tiny set of tools for delicate stuff. We got that. And so whenever I want to do like a jewelry repair, if I'm like set up at a flea market or something, I'll have a pair of those with me. Kenneth got me these little clampers to hold my stuff while I'm working on it, so I can set it up and clamp. He got me a set of those. He got me several ones, and I just put it in this little baggie. Okay. We got the one-step looper that I have not opened up yet. I need to go and open up this thing. No. I'm going to leave it in there because it's got the website on it. That's why I left it in there. Okay. But anyway, it helps you make all your loops and stuff. So, that is a very important little tool right there. Looper. Okay, Best Life, thank you for coming, baby. I saw Cola got her relish made. More tools. So we got several. That's the one that helps you get your wire flat or straight. Straighten it out. The 9-step. I can't never remember the names of these, but a pair of side cutters. You definitely need those, especially for the real heavy gauge wire that's like 10 gauge, 12 gauge, the thicker wire. Need a really good set. Okay. And this is a crimper. You need one of those. All right. And I got a little block that I was, setting up over here, so I didn't have to bring out my big one. This is just little projects. So we got that. And I've got a calibration tool to help me figure out what size beads are, certain wire gauges, and things like that. So, yep, I have that. Anyway, calibration tool. Well, it's an electric digital caliper. Excuse me. Let me correct myself. A good old handy dandy toothbrush is always good. And of course you need you some measuring tape. And I like the one for seamstress. I call this my seamstress tape. Let me roll it back up. And you need some permanent markers and some regular pens to take notes and stuff. And you didn't have that doohickey? Yeah, I got some. And I got some small little side cutters too. But I got the big mama jamas right there. And of course, more of the little different size tools like that. I got that right there. The hammer. And I got this hammer. My favorite little hammer. Okay. And of course I got me a little travel ring sizer right there. Got that. I got me some E6000 glue. And my aunt gave me some shower curtain rings to hold necklaces and stuff when I'm trying to set stuff up to keep stuff from getting all tangled up. Shower curtain rings. A little tiny hammer. The top is, the other end is on here. I got several different little, things to go in it. And I got me my little Fire Mountain Gems small little ruler that came in some stuff. Here is my shaping ring mandrel. That's for shaping. That's for shaping, y'all. And me and Kenneth got me this other little doohickey for holding stuff. Look at that, y'all. Anybody mess with me, I'll pinch. Ooh. There you go. Y'all like those? I like those. And I have some super glue and this little small hammer. I have some little mini vice thingamabobbers. have a little mini ring mandrel. Y'all, it only goes up to a size, it goes from a size 4 to a size 10. And I have little, what you call these doohickeys? Tweezers. And I have a watch repair kit that we got at Harbor Freight. Watch repair kit, you guys. And here is this is a Pittsburgh watch repair kit. And here is another kit right here. This is a watch case opener. And it's got all of the stuff in it, y'all. We put it in a little case. Right there. So we got a repair kit and a case opener. Right there. That is a good thing to have right there. This belongs in here. I don't know why it's taken out of it. It ain't new. I don't know how that happened, Jim. Okay, there's my end to my hammer. I told y'all was in here for sure. And it was. Okay. Now we're going to put all of our little hammers and stuff back in here. And our tools. So I can carry on to show y'all more things that I've collected to be able to work on jewelry. Where did my other little hammer go? Here it is. I got it. I've got it. Told y'all I had it. Look at there. See there? Told y'all I had it. There y'all. And I have some cleaning cloths and stuff that the passenger's wife gave me the other week. So we're putting all that together back in its container. Okay, y'all. Let me slide that over there. Da 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 da. Okay, y'all. Now, yeah, I got some stuff. Now, of course, y'all remember you need to get a scratching block to test your precious metals. You need a eye magnifier thing. You need your rare earth magnet and all of your tested acids. And I got one of these little travel gem testers that was just something to get me by till I could get that other one that Kenneth and I ordered, the better quality. And it's right here. I got a small one, but y'all remember I unboxed this the other day. the Smart Pro GMI. I got that the other day, y'all. I waited a long time to be able to get this. So I got this, and that's going to help me identify, of course, precious stones and diamonds and things like that. So, y'all. Got that. And of course, y'all know you should get you some bust of different. I don't have one of the real tall ones, but that's okay. I have some black ones like this and tan, and I have little short black ones like that. So that's a couple of those. And every person that's, whether they're sorting jewelry, making jewelry, repairing jewelry, whatever, these little trays I'm finding are coming in handy. So when I see them, I'm going to, if I can get them for, next to nothing, I will. So I got these 2 little trays. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Now, here is some more stuff. We got like 5 containers like this. The little plastic ammo boxes. And this has my soldering gun in it that we got. We got a soldering gun. Okay. It's got all the little stuff with it. I've got to get the stuff to solder stainless steel together. This is by Schneider. So, soldering gun. So I've got that. Okay. And you need your lights for whenever you're, really trying to do detailed work, or even for showing stuff. Those are the little setup lights. I got 2 of those. Okay. And I got one of the little show boxes that's in a little foldable kit thing. I got one of those, but it's in the spare bedroom. And here is more lights, you guys. That's on the thing that you can bend. But that one wouldn't fit in this box, so it's right there. And here is Kenneth's stuff for making his fishing tackle. Okay, there's some of his stuff. So, hopefully when we go down to see our Aunt Alice Marie down towards Morehead City, we'll be able to stop by the tackle shop where Castle Forge works, and I think he said he's got some beads, or maybe even we could find some stuff at his tackle shop. But anyway, there's that. So that's a good deal. Ooh. Now, here is the other thing, you guys. And this was the other very expensive purchase. The rock tumbler. Central Machinery rock tumbler from Harbor Freight. And I have the sand for it and everything. I have not opened this up yet because I'm not ready to use it. The next big thing that's on the list, since now I have the Yeah, yeah. I got tools, girl. Now some of the tools, like I told y'all, that like the some of the tools I already had, you know, years ago, but most of this is like recent stuff, you know. But besides the rock tumbler, the next thing that I want to get again, because I've had one before, um, is a wet saw. Now I had the wet saw for tile cutting thin tile, but that same wet saw can be used for gemstone cutting. You just use a different blade. Okay, so I would like to get another one. Okay, and y'all, the only reason why I don't have it is because I lent it to somebody and they had an accident and they did not mean for anything bad to happen to my tool, that it was an honest mistake. And that's the chance that you take when you loan stuff to people sometimes, as things might happen. But it wasn't a case of them being negligent or nothing like that. It was just literally, it was an accident. Okay. So that's why I need to replace it. You know. And they're like me, they didn't have a lot of money to be replacing stuff, so I wasn't going to ask them to go get me another one. Because that's just, I think I paid like $7 or $8 for it at a yard sale, and it was old as dirt anyway, y'all. It was good, but it was old as dirt. And, you know, the same thing could have happened to me if I was using it. You know, so you see what I'm saying? No harm, no foul. Hannah, I did okay. On the wet saw that I used to have, what I would do is I would go, because I lived very, all I had to do was drive down one road and I was right there at the intercoastal waterway. And I would go down there and I would find all kinds of stuff. And I would practice on it. So that's why I said the other day I wanted to practice on certain things, but I'm going to go do some rock collecting and stuff before I mess with the gemstones. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hannah's got one in her shop. But Hannah, didn't you say yours was foam? The full bust one? It's got like a foam thing on it. Because yours can be used for clothing too, right? That's a dumb question. Of course it can be used for clothes. Okay. So yeah. Well, I'm assuming it's made good if it's an older one, you know? So, y'all, those are just some of the tools. Now, um, I have got several different gauges of wire. Um, I've got all the way down to like 10 and 12 gauge, but I only have a few of those. I have more of the like um 20, 22, 24, the real thin wire. Um, and I've got some of the stretchy wire for making like, your stretchy bracelets and stuff. I've got some memory wire. I have some sterling silver findings. Um, and I have these things like this. I went to Fire Mountain Gems and because I had never ordered from them before, I got I think it was a 15 or 20% off coupon of my entire purchase. And the more you, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. The more you buy with them, the less stuff costs. And my first order with them was, what was it, close to 200, baby? When we ordered from Fire Mountain Gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like 212 altogether with shipping. But y'all, I got a lot of stuff. And that stuff in like Hobby Lobby would have been $500 or $600. So when I say I got a lot of stuff, I mean I literally got a lot of stuff. But this is just some of the stuff that I got from them. And I'm just showing this as an example, you guys. We got the little things like that. We got several of these. Things like that. Like Peace on Earth. We got several things like that. And y'all, I wanted to get stuff like this because ladies around here really like custom made, you know, you can take something old apart and put something like that with it, like some more antique looking glass pieces, and put it with something like that that isn't antique but looks like it is, and mix it together with it, and they just, ooh, you know. So I wanted to cater to them a little bit, you know. I got the little Melifiore pendants and stuff, the dingly danglies, different kinds of those. The little stones like that, I got several different kinds of those, and they're pre-drilled with a hole, so I don't have to worry about drilling a hole. And little things like this to make bracelets and stuff, y'all. You know. The little pieces with the Aurora Borealis for like when you're making I got these because like the girls around here, and well, not just girls but even women, grown women, they like to bling up their like denim jackets and things like that. Oh my goodness, I keep dropping it. Hold on. Well, anyway, this is there's a screw that goes in there, okay? And they literally will want to bling up their jackets and stuff. And I'm trying to put it back in there, the screw. Oh my goodness, I can't see worth nothing today. Okay. Anywho, those they have little Aurora Borealis glass rhinestones in rhinestones in them. And like I said, the ladies like to bling up their stuff with these things. That's what I need to get is my little screwdrivers and put them with my stuff. Because that's exactly what I need to put this back together. So I'm going to put it right back in this thing. My big old fingers can't screw that back on there right now. Okay. Anyway, I've got several different little closures and, you know, stuff like that. I got some little, like this is a little acorn pendant. Not pendant, but a locket. I got stuff like that. Several little pendants and stuff. Y'all, it's just enormous amount of different little this and that's I got, okay? That I've separated in containers, and I've got several containers of these. And what I do when I take a necklace apart, a lot of times is, or bracelet or whatever, I put the stuff in one of these containers. And I'll write down on a little sheet of paper and fold it up, like what it is, what I want to do with it, or whatever. Because laying all your projects in baggies, sometimes y'all misplace stuff doing that. It's like, oh, I feel like I've got no organization. Okay. And here's an example of that. You see this container right here? This is my example, y'all. This is jewelry that I've had to take apart and redo, redesign, and everything else. And these are the little things that they're in, okay? Like this one, I had to fix. It's a necklace and bracelet and little earring set, okay? Well, that got put in there. That's a bracelet I had to fix. Okay. So we've got that little bracelet. And then these little earrings right here. The pink champagne look. And then this necklace I had to fix. Okay. Well, I added some stuff to it because it was just, it was way too short. Okay. And it doesn't look like the choker stuff is that popular in my area. So I basically I took a choker and turned it into a necklace, you know. This had to be redone and added to. Same deal. It just needed to be extended out. Okay. And the reason why these things are in this is because these designs I'm going to try to use and recreate. That's the tiger's eye. Same thing. Okay. Too short. I had to lengthen it up. And the only thing I don't like about this is these little wooden beads. I'm not a fan of wooden beads. So I'm potentially going to try to get, what I've been looking for is some brown marbled or brown, what I call the saucer beads or flat beads, and redo that because I still do not like the wood stuff. Okay. Call me crazy. I'm just not a fan of it. Okay. These weren't really anything, but I had to close the ends of them up because they were just put together shoddy. Okay. And I thought that was pretty patriotic looking, but not, I mean, red, white, and blue. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's like, can be worn as patriotic or any, for just any time. And I really like that. It's just, acrylic beads and a little faux pearl, not anything smashingly lovely, but I mean it's still pretty. Same thing with those. They just the ear wire and stuff. Whoever put them together did not put them together with these needed the little things closed up at the top. So so anyhow, um I'm collecting little containers. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, sweet potatoes sound good. Mm. Child, there is, you know, the container of findings. So, I mean, not findings, but for redoing jewelry and stuff. That's putting it in there. So my point is, these are tools that ooh, Hannah roasted some sweet potatoes. Girl, yeah. You better be glad I'm not your neighbor, girl. I'll be going over there getting me some sweet taters. No, I wouldn't take all the sweet taters. I'm just joking. I got sweet potatoes. I just hadn't cooked any today. Nighty night, sweet pea. Y'all, here's another thing. No, it's not a tool, but it's a product. Brasso. Good old Brasso. It cleans stainless steel, aluminum, bronze, copper, chrome, pewter, and brass. Brasso. Yeah. And I got me some liquid that cleans sterling silver in the spare bedroom. Mural Woods, hi, how are you? I hope I said your name correctly. But y'all, those are just some of the tools that you need for jewelry making. Now, I guess there's an endless number of other tools people could have, but I really think that's, you know, a lot of stuff. Um, and like I said, the other thing that I'd like to get is another wet saw, a small one, not a big giant one, a small one. Um, to cut stones and stuff. So, but your cleaning products can get real pricey. Sometimes it is better to just use the old-fashioned method of just trying to remove as much dirt as you can on your own or with simple products. But like that ultrasonic cleaner, y'all, I know that's going to help me a whole lot because there's some stuff that you don't want to be trying to scrub on it or leave it sitting in solution for a really long time. You don't want to do that. Um, Sometimes you can ruin your stuff by doing that. Ask me how I know. Because, well, the learning process, I've ruined some stuff in my day because of ignorance, because I didn't know no better. You know, ignorance is a lack of knowledge. Stupidity is not exercising knowledge that you do have. So I wasn't being stupid. I just didn't know no better. I was ignorant to something. I didn't know. There's nothing wrong with being ignorant to something. What's wrong is when you know better and you choose to do the same thing, that you know you shouldn't do. That's stupidity. So we try to exercise good choices around here. And part of my good choices is trying to make sure I don't, one, get ahead of myself, um, don't go in debt to, you know, start something. People say, well, you got to spend money to make money. Yep, that's true to a certain degree. But you don't got to go in debt for it, you know. You can take your time and start slowly with stuff, you know. So I'm just saying. Now, now we do have some other tools that we use and that we will use for jewelry making. And y'all see me use them over time. Like there's an endless amount of screwdrivers and pry, little mini pry bars and um, y'all just all kinds of stuff. Um, the Dremel tool. Oh y'all, I didn't get it. A small Dremel tool. It's over there in my drawer, and so is my little.
Come through there?
Yeah, it's on me. It's on me. You don't got to worry about it. My little mini precision screwdriver set that I've had since my son was. Well, my son wasn't even born yet, and I had it, so it was in my sewing kit for my sewing machine. So it's older than my son. Okay, okay. So yeah, plenty of tools, you guys. Um, that I couldn't even show on here. It'd probably take me forever and a day to go over all the tools and stuff. But those are some of the most important tools. But you know what I mean, jelly beans? Anybody got anything to add? Y'all got anything to add? I have no idea how long have I been on here? I have no idea how long I've been on here. I don't know. Oh, an hour. That ain't that long. Let's see here. Um, but anyway, yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. I've been on for 1 hour. But it's crazy, crazy. All the tools you need. I had no idea
You can buy a little bit of long.
before I got into this just how much stuff there was. Because when you go, like, okay, the hobby shop that I went to, that I helped a lady, y'all, they have everything, when everything is all put away nicely in drawers and there's a place for it, you don't realize how much stuff there is. and how many details there are, how many tools there are, how much equipment you end up using. You don't think about all that. All you see is the pretty little stuff put away here and there and all that, you know. So my advice is start off small. I started off with little, like my little mini screwdriver set. Um, just playing around trying to like fix the little bit of jewelry that I did have. Because as y'all can see, I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I got these little teeny little ear bobs, and they're not even sterling silver. They're just a little brushed. What, baby?
You donate this box.
No, baby, that's the box I got the other day.
Oh.
You got to put your lights in the thing outside.
Oh.
And that's my stuff I'm waiting to hang up here after I repaint, touch up.
Do you want me to put this DVD player out there? You can put it up in that bedroom.
No, I don't want it in here. I have no. Yeah, if you can put it out there, that will be great.
Wish I had something wrapped up.
We'll find something, baby. We'll find something. Hubby's trying to figure out where to put some of his stuff at. So, yeah. But anyhow, start off small. Yeah, y'all, I can't even talk right. Start off small and learn how to do simple repairs like restringing a bracelet. Just start off small and see if you have the patience for it. String it, then undo it, restring it again. That's what I did. And I learned from that I needed a magnifying glass, something to hold the things with, which is why Kenneth got me the little clamper things. I was using the little, y'all know the little metal clips that you hold paper and stuff together? It's like office clips, the big sturdy ones. That's what I was using. And I still would use them, Little things like that is how I started off practicing. And I said, okay, well, some of it can be challenging if you don't have the rights. If you need spectacles, you might need your spectacles and another bigger magnifying glass. So, little things like that. Having a good little set of like precision screwdrivers. You can get them at, those that I had came from, I don't remember. But like I said, they're over 26 years old. So I think they're from like 95, 96, somewhere around in there. Yeah. So, just saying. So I've had them for a long time. Sewing needles. That'll help you thread your beads and, a lot of the things that are for sewing, you can, use your beading and everything to embellish certain clothing items, and vice versa. A lot of buttons can be turned into jewelry, So some things go hand in hand, you guys. And my advice is do not go out buying all of that stuff brand new. Go to your local flea markets. Go to yard sales, garage sales. Now, places that used to you could find good deals at. I don't want to name no names, but they're little places all over the country that people go donate to. And y'all, it's like they're going through stuff now, looking at what the new price is and what other people are selling it for on the internet. And they're literally charging what a lot of people will charge on the internet. Now, used to those places would be where people that were low income could go to purchase things. And people who are literally just trying to like go and buy their kids clothes because they can't afford to shop at even Walmart, they're going there and they're finding out that you'd be better off to wait. Hey, Cola, how you doing, baby? You'd be better off to wait for the clearance rack at Walmart because you'll get a new piece of clothes for cheaper than what you can at some of them other places that used to have like quarter shirts, 50-cent shirts, dollar shirts. Just a couple years ago, it's like the prices went crazy, you know? Girl, I'm so used to people not getting notified. I don't get notified about people's stuff half the time anyway. I just go to their channel and look and see. What I do when I go on YouTube is I go to my subscriptions, people I'm subscribed to, and beside their name is a little blue dot or a red dot. I scroll down and I see if any of my people has that red dot. And if they do, I try to go to their live. That's what I do. Because, yeah, relying on notifications, I don't rely on them. Well, tell Billy I said thank you. That was awful sweet of him. Now, how was your relish? Did you try it? Did you taste it? Like really, really taste it? Like put it on something, taste it. You know what I mean? I was watching. You have any brats? Because that would taste good with some brats, I bet. Oh, yeah, girl. Tools, tools, tools. Yeah. I was showing some tools, girl. Yeah, one tool, I think I saved. What was the value of that one? Like $140, baby? This Vice thing, table Vice? Well, it's an antique, so yeah. Yeah, I get it, baby. And the thing is, a lot of the tools for making the jewelry is tools you would use to make knives and do other manly stuff. So, believe it or not, a lot of the tools that you use for jewelry making is the manly stuff. But that just goes to show you a jewel has no, I mean, not jewel. A tool has no um, male or female preference. It don't care who the person is using it. Just saying. They don't care. So, but I'm going to name this one Philip. I'm going to name my vice Philip. Because one of my son's friends, y'all, I love him to pieces, but sometimes I want to just go I just want to wring that boy's neck and just hold him down and just keep him in one place because he cannot stay in one place but for a minute or two. Yeah, my dog. Come here, Philip. Put you in my Philip. Hold your little butt here. Y'all, and he's tall and he's real slender. You know? I told him, I said, boy, you turn sideways and it's like you in another dimension. You you in a parallel world. Because he is slender, you know what I mean? Yeah. Love him to pieces though. But anyway, that's Philip. I've named him Philip. And this thing right here, this anvil, I think I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking. I might name it Michael because it's, my son's real hard headed sometimes. This is hard, You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I should name it Michael though. That's kind of might hurt my son's feelings a little bit. I better hush. I'm sorry, son, if you watch this. I apologize. Don't nobody go tell him neither, because his sister or one of his cousins might watch this and go tell him. No, shh. I won't name him Michael. I should, but I'm not going to. Nope. I'm not going to name it Michael. I'm sorry, son. I love you. Yeah. Anywho, and my little thing right here. Yeah. Y'all, I just got all kinds of goodies. I love I strongly like my tools. I don't love my tools because they're not a person. You love people. I strongly like my tools. Just saying. Oh, y'all know what I can do? I can show you Kenneth's goodies in his for making his fishing tackle. I knew that wasn't it. I don't know why I did that. Ooh la la, look at that. I'll show y'all again. We got him some swivel barrels. That's 35-pound swivel barrels. We got several packs of those. We got some little rings that are split rings. We got several sizes of those. We got some little bales, several bales. And we got, oh y'all, these are so pretty. For making spinner bait. We got that one, and we got silver and gold ones in different sizes and shapes. Ooh. Fancy schmancy. And we got other ones. We got some hammered ones and different sizes and shapes. And we got him some fishing loops. We got a 2-pack of 100. We got him some of these. That's a spinner wire. We got him that tool right there. We got him a little pack of colored beads. and several packs of the other spinner, hammered spinner, and that. And these. So he got him a good little amount of stuff, you guys. That's a good little start. So you got to start somewhere. So, and some of my beads can be multi-purpose, you guys, for helping him make his stuff. So, anywho, y'all, that's what I got. So, I have been on here for about an hour and 25 minutes, hour and a half. I may end up going live again later. I'm not sure. But if I do that, it's just going to be a little chit chat for everybody, okay? It's not going to be anything fancy schmancy. I'll do it through StreamYard so I can sit down with you guys and chitter chat. Just a place for everybody to go on a Monday night and have a little bit of conversation. Not for, nothing big. But anyhow, y'all be kind, love one another, love your neighbors. Y'all give somebody a hug, smile at you, a stranger, say a kind word to somebody, and until the next time, I love y'all. See you later. Bye.